Good morning, boys and girls. We're going to move on a little bit today, look at some slightly bigger dividing numbers. I have to say, so far I've had some great responses to all the questions, so thank you very much for that. I didn't do a video yesterday just because your questions were so good. It gave you some really good work to have a go at each other's questions. There won't be a Google form today, but tomorrow there'll be another Google form for people to fill in, send us some information back. And then we can pass it on. I've also like to say a big thank you to those of you that have been sending information and work in. We've seen the work. Some of it's been put on the blog, and it's nice to hear that you're enjoying the work that we're putting out there and the videos. So I hope everybody's well. Let's get on with some maths. So we're having a look here at 96 divided by 3. So 96 equally grouped into threes. Now that's a tricky thing for us to do because 96 is quite a large number. So I'm going to start by writing my 3 times table down the side as a table ladder. So 3, 6, 9, 12. Oh, we've gone a bit blurry there, boys and girls. Sorry. There we go. 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30. And remember, 30 is our 10 times table, a really important one to stop at. And I should, just to check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 10 down the side. That's a really good starting point. Sometimes I know some of you in class will be saying, oh, you forgot the 0, Mr. Hennessy. Sometimes it is nice to think of the 0. We know anything by 0 is quite a nice one, but for this it's just good to keep the times table down the side, and that's just to help us. You may know your threes, so you don't have to do that, but if you're not sure of them, or there's a table you are not sure about, use your table ladder just to help you. Okay. Right, we're going to have a look at 96. Now, our table doesn't go up to 96 here, it stops at 30. So working out 96 is quite a tricky one. Some of you will have looked at this and said, oh, I can spot a bit of a pattern already, Mr. Hennessy, because we've got a 9 and a 6 here. We've got a 9 and a 6 there. Now, I've chosen this number for a reason, and it is because we've got the 9 and 6 together, but we're going to have a look at it now. So, a bit like with grid method, we partitioned the larger number. We split it up into what the tens stood for, which was 90, and what the ones stood for, which was 6. So we partitioned them up into 96, 90, and 6. Okay. We then looked at it, and then we said, oh, the 90 is in fact 9 tens. And I'm going to just draw a place value counter there. In school, like you guys know, we would have got the place value counters out, and we'd have had a look at it. We can't quite do that here, but we've got 9 tens. And here we've got 6 ones still, because it's from our ones column. So we've got 9 tens is 90, and 6 is 6 ones. Now, we're going to do it as a separate sort of calculation now. So we are going to do 90 divided by 3, which is going to be our first calculation. So 90 divided by 3, and we're going to do 6 divided by 3. Now, we partitioned it and solved it broken down in the grid method. We're going to do exactly the same today. I don't know why my camera's blurring, but we'll keep going, boys and girls. Hopefully it'll sort itself out. Okay. Now, we've got 90 divided by 3. Now, rather than using this as 90, we're going to treat this as 9 tens divided by 3. Which gives us, if you notice, 9 divided by 3. 9 divided by 3, 9 tens. It's going to give us something in tens as our answer. Okay? And I'm going to do this as a quick number line. So 9 divided by 3, 9 in groups of 3. 1, 2, 3. Takes me to 3, 6, and 9. 1, 2, 3. And there, oh, the 4 dots. Oh, no, I haven't the 4 dots. Just, what was I saying? 9 divided by 3 here. We've got that. We've got 1, 2, 3. So it's 3 lots of 10. 3 lots of 10. 3 lots of 10 is 30. We know our times table. So 9 tens divided by 3 is 3 tens. 90 divided by 3 is 30. So we've split up this 90 already. We're now going to look at the 6. 6 divided by 3. Now, 6 ones, we don't have to change it. I'm going to do a quick number line, but I know you guys probably got this already figured out. There's 3, 1 lot of 3. It's 2 lots of 3. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. Now, if I look over on my table ladder, I've got 3, 6, 1, 2. There's that. If I look at 9 divided by 3, 9 tens divided by 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I've got my 9 there. That gives me my 3 here. Okay, so thinking about it in this way, thinking about the 90 rather than as 90, think of it as 9 tens. And then all we've got to solve is 9 divided by 3. Okay, once I've got these two answers, I've got my 30 here, I've got my 2 here, I can add them together. Now, I'm going to do a quick column method. And like we've said on the grid method, we're doing a columns because it's a good practice of using the columns. There will be times when the numbers won't be as easy as this to add. And we'll have to use the columns. It's a good practice now to get used to taking these numbers, putting them in the columns. Okay? 0 add 2, I know is 2. 3 tens add no tens. Remember, we've got that invisible 0 in there that we can't see. 3 tens add no tens is 3. So my answer is 32. Okay. Now, on today's Do It questions, I'd like you to have them laid out like this. One thing that's really important with this bit of maths is the partitioning of this 2-digit number. Splitting it into the tens and the ones. Splitting it into the 90 and the 6. And then looking at it as 9 tens and 6 ones. Or whatever it is. It will be something tens and something ones. Once you've got it like this, you can then start to look at the little divisions questions below to figure out, do the columns, have your table ladder as well down the side. Now, all of the questions I've selected today for the Do It are going to have questions where there's no remainders involved. We looked at remainders yesterday. We're kind of not doing remainders today, and we will come back to using remainders when we look again at this, about how we're going to have remainders in this type of maths. Okay. On the next slide is the Do It questions. Have a go through. There's a few questions. There's none today that look different. They are all in number form. Just to get really practice like this in this abstract form, just the numbers. There's no pictorial ones. There's no word problems in that. They are just in normal number form for people to have a look at. Remember, laying it out, partitioning, and then going from there. Now, I'm using a whiteboard. You guys can use any sort of paper at home, but hopefully on the whiteboard you can see that we don't need squared paper to lay it out. You've just got to think carefully about how you lay it out with whatever you've got at home for yourselves to use. Okay. The next slide is the Do It. Pause it, have a look at it. The slide after that will be the Do It answers. Again, if you get one wrong, just have a look. Where did I go wrong? And then we'll have a look at the Apply It after. Okay, boys and girls, here's our Apply It to have a little look at. I'm just going to put it on the free screen after this for you guys to have a play around it. And what I'd like to do is look at where my mistake is, and then can you work out what the answer should be, and then we'll go through it all together. Okay, hopefully you had a chance to have a look at that and figured it out, boys and girls. We will have a little look through and see where I went wrong. Hopefully you spotted. There is a mistake that some children make as well. So I'm putting these mistakes in there because I can't see the mistakes you guys are making, but I can roughly guess what mistakes some children may be making. And these are some mistakes that children have made previously when they've been sort of learning how to do this type of maths. So if we have a look, we've got 36 divided by 3 equals 3. 36 split up into equal groups, grouped equally in threes. Okay, so I've got 36 of something grouped equally. Now, my tables only go up to 10. Now, 36 actually is not too far further down our table ladder here. Okay, we could keep going to see what the answer is, and maybe we'll look at that in a second to see what the answer is. But if we look at my method, look at the mistakes I've made. Now, I'm going to start here. 1 add 2. Yeah, that's right. 1 add 2. 1 add 2 is going to give me 3. Okay, so I've got that 1 add 2. I've then got here 6 divided by 3. So how many 6s? I've got 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's 2 jumps. Yeah, that's right. 3 divided by 3. Oh, that is 1 jump. Okay, and then so no mistakes so far. If I look up here though, got my 3. Oh, the 3's there. Yeah, the 6 is there. But the mistake is here in the partitioning. Okay, the 6 ones is 6. Okay, we've got that fine. This 3 doesn't stand for a 3 though, does it? It is not a 3. It is 30. It is 30. So that is 3 tens. And that is vitally important when we're looking at this type of maths. The higher we get up the school, the bigger the numbers we're playing around with, the more important the partitioning becomes to allow us to solve them in quick and easy ways. Okay, so this is 3 tens. This means this 3 divided by 3 is actually 3 tens divided by 3, which means that is 1 10. 1 10 we know, 1 10 is 10. Okay, it is 10. Okay, that's the same. So rather than 1 add 2, my answer, my calculation, my columns is actually 10 add 2. So 0 add 2 is 2. 1 add that invisible 0. Remember, it's always there. We can put it in if we need it. 1 add 0. 1 10. 1 10 add 0 is 12. So my answer is 12. Now, some of you will be saying, oh, Miss Tennessee, I know this because I know my 3 times table. Now, we've done our table ladder down to 10 because it's a nice, easy place to stop. It's got the number, the times table you're doing in the tens column, and the 0 in the ones column. But if we kept going, we did 30, add another 3, 31, 32, 33, 30. Oh, I made a mistake. 30, 31, 32, 33. Okay, we get that. And we do another one, we're going to get to 36. 33, 34, 35, 36. Okay, so we got to 36. How many was this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 12 times. Okay, it is 12 times there to get that. So some of you may have spotted that as well. But the process is the bit we're looking at today. Okay, the numbers will not always work out as easily as this. Okay, and tomorrow they won't. They will not work out as easily as this tomorrow. But I want you to get in the practice of this habit of partitioning the tens and the ones to have a little go at that. Okay. On the next slide is the solve it. Now the solve it today is word problems. Similar word problems to yesterday, but with no remainders involved. But what the questions are, is they are questions with 2-digit numbers divided by a 3-digit number. Okay, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for the number sentence that is a 2-digit number divided by a 3-digit number. Okay, and once again, because we had a really good response and I loved giving out them yesterday as your work, we won't give them all out tomorrow, but I'll give a few of the word problems out. I want you to write your own word problem that's got a 2-digit number divided by a 1-digit number. Okay, and tomorrow we're going to have a look at them when it doesn't quite work out as neat and tidy as this. Okay, talk to you soon, boys and girls. Everybody take care, and have a little look tomorrow at some of the questions as well. I don't know if I'll do a video tomorrow. We'll see how the day goes. Okay, take care.